Say bit me who be na.
Yeah, Debbie, the dick I mention now, mention
for why in the bank kakra. Oh Mike. Yes.
I mention now, mention what here for.
Oh 1 hour.
Na menka say issue of Galamsey
Mama been there 2 minutes.
One of the major your friend is saying issues are before the elections. It take the center stage. The catcher said that was the first time you're going to major elections and not economy crano and yet the central team and they drive the conversation before elections. Now Galamsey issue because of the menace and I cause to our environment, some degradation I cause. A lot of promises were made. President Mahama Baye, I think some initiatives have been implemented so far. But you see, what trick it down to the ground now. People who are involved in some of these things, they may have political categorization and as for, but they are Ghanaians, they are hell bent on doing some of these things to destroy our land. And that is why those of us here want to see a certain action be a bit really down to the ground, making sure, the very individuals now more involved in some of these things, we bring them to books.
Yeah.
That is the only thing. Obi to Galamsey, ye ni MPP Galamsey or MPP Galamsey. All we know is that there are criminal elements on the ground. Some may take partisan colors and identity in the name of being able to, outweigh the system, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But you see, if there is this commitment on the part of the state, say, hey, we are ready, going after these individuals, irrespective of whether you are NDC, MPP, then as a foreigner. Trust me, we will be able to deal with it because at this point in time, JB, so you had degradation, quite recently, videos in as a foreigner. I understand government say people want that shift kind of way. Who say the same energy, the same destiny is going into the ground, and the truth is, we can't wait. Because every single day, a land in as for say, and these people over the years, soldier for but still, those activities are still continuing. So it means that at the national level, we need some kind of policy orientation. The approach how I go about some of these things, never making sure that we deal with some of these things. The last time, so that may catch us say, you see, the issues like illegal mining and Galamsey and Nasa to a certain extent, a byproduct of this massive unemployment situation. Oko Obuase and then the enclaves and other places. Galamsey is something we've been forefathers and I want to pass it on to their kid to some of them vocation, full-time vocation for them. So if you want to transition these people, say free the question is free that is why some initiative might also be available. Say once I will pull the people out of this kind of activities, then you are ushering them into a certain vocation and that's a jumabia more that kind of livelihood and yes man will do everything to survive. It's the reason why a soldier for the two chase a man for
man will do everything to survive.
Oh yes, definitely man will do everything to survive. And na soldier for the two na second a chase a man for yet they're still going. It means that we need to, look at our policy, directive once again. Now you're making sure that the policies are airbar that will deter people from going to the bush. And aside that, and also there is this opportunity, social incentive, and also some opportunities are available. Those who go into some of these things, then they win off from some of these things. Galamsey site, boys now who are more say I'm here for they don't own anything. For daily bread. That is why they go there. And the Yabako site, there are the very people we arrest near jail. But these people don't own concession. On Nisika they talk caterpillar, on Nisika at the high. Because a human onya ade ordinary life so they go to this site sebaya obaba fie nwumre no wanya bibi. But the very people who are involved in some of these things are the major kingpins asabi bibidi. They are the very people who are able to finance these Chinese, bring them into this country and make sure they do some of these things. So I think as a country, kasa na doso. We need that kind of direction. Now you're making sure these are the new policy initiative tackling this kind of menace so and say amanfo atie sim so mu to Galamsey ne yehu omo a we just need to make sure say we enforce some of the emrana e ho no say be ya amanfo e be hu say these are red zones. Galamsey enya ade a o minor ye nadwen say obeso so I understand the president says ye de emra bi beba omo be in such a way say people will be doing mining, but that will be illegal mining. That mining, you know, and affect your friends because the sense in it is say gold no from no we are dying too.
Yeah, sure.
And why don't you find a way of making sure say they do it right? You understand? The last time I proposed to say there are ways we can do some of these things because the state can form your friends say companies, enterprises and then they are in charge of some of these things. You can bring people who are more expertise in these areas and every region, you know, JB. We can employ young people into some of these your friends say enterprises they will do responsible mining and say because whenever you create a vacuum, no, it will be filled. So why don't you fill it yourself by making sure say at every regional level, no, you have some of these companies out there that will employ about 5,000 or maybe 1,000 and over young people that will go into some of these things and do it right, making sure say the state can account for it, and these people will find something very reasonable to do rather than say level 8 to individuals. Omono will just take advantage, go into some of these things, and mine at the end of the day, you know, degradation, you know, Ghana for Ankasa because in so say the many people are whole consequences. Nansan ye who enkra omo hospitals. Your friend is saying yare obitimi owo bi na so ni ho obewo bi na nani ba kokura ni ho all because of some of this poison na ekoso ewe yensuom and sase ne nasefo chemicals ayedi gum because these people want to get the gold at all costs. So they don't care what they do. So I think that you see some of these menace we cannot allow it to as a fester and as a flourish. We need to highlight it and make sure say every single measure be available be na stop some of these things, you know. We need to do just to ensure say these things, you know, will become a thing of the past because Galamsey so what na her kwan man for fast mo ye no now what site no who kwan for so so funta mensase now be say how long can they be taking for some of these things to recover say it's mind boggling and it doesn't make sense anymore. Ghana for before the election so the kind of discussion that course within the space you could see say every single person is quite worried about the level of difference and degradation, but the problem is that before elections, you know, we saw a large number of people known powerful people who were sponsoring and pushing people into some of these things to do the Galamsey. Until say we hold these people to account for the many crimes they committed against the state, you know, it will be an incentive for people to also go there. I make catch up because in the past there were video evidence, there were recordings, there were a lot of evidence and they are available indicating some individuals at the high hierarchy of power were involved in some of these things. At the end of the day, if these people are going to go scot-free, then it will serve as a motivation for some people who also take advantage. Say, okay, so you see that kind of thing because some people did it in the past, nobody punished them, evidence were available, they went scot-free. So at the end of the day, you know, there is enough motivation and incentive for other people to also get into some of these things and do. And for me, I think we need to put a stop to some of these things because we cannot continue to allow our environment your friends are man for best subjecting to this kind of way and then your mining regime, you know, it is about time you better take time, JB. Now you share kwan ya faso the natural resources and yankopon dia dom ye no. You be share so ye suye say the people in this country will benefit. Because for me, I'm still trying to make sense out of it, say JB. Your mine blessed with gold, diamond. You can mention all the things, but everything. But nyansa ye de ka ho to our benefit, you know, because we don't have it in Intunujebi. Yeah, time you go near the common foreign company. All the mining companies in the world, either the American company, Australian, whatever. They mine these things, they take all the monies away. They don't even keep the money here. So we need to look at our mining regime. Now you're making sure, say, Ghana will own a significant percentage of whatever that we have in our country, but not foreigners will come and take everything away. So because you have the resources, outsiders are taking it. Exactly.
But and if
you go to the mining site, they have security. Ghana soldier for the police for the protecting these people to go away with our resources. Doesn't even make sense. You understand? So for me, I think that a lot of people are coming to the realization that no, say I'm fire one Jiman Kwasa as one could be I also a boka. Now what's here? You find it lithium.
Yeah.
Because the world is going green, lithium is the new gold, and you can't quite ever fast. You bet me turn a destiny into some kind of a minefield, a Ghana for you bet me a benefit from. But I know the day, Quabrani to me Tama, the other Coche, Ninuya, Equaji, or so 11% or 10%, and Marseillan celebrity Okruma when the team belongs to us. Oko, Saudi Arabia, and other oil companies, oil, your first rich countries. Now, you know what they do? They hide services. So you come, they pay you, and then they own it. So I know they determine how much I'm best selling. We can do all these things because I think that time has come for us to actually come to our senses. Now you let it go greed and that kind of selfishness over the years net dominated politics and governance in this country. Oil. Neda koma kwabranese tuna for 90% na mama 10% na sabi more dama debi. Ubenya natural resources that koma kwabranese own to normal 10% when you own the 10. And baby yadri, there is no single services around the world won't be high. All the expertise, all the knowledge. We can even start by training our own people in some of these enterprises to take over in the next 5 years. But those things, you know, natural resources. I know the day we continue to live in poverty. We are living in a continent that's so blessed with almost everything to the extent that when it comes to human resources, I'm telling you, Africa, we are the richest. Look at the youthful population here. But these people have taken away all the natural resources and now they are importing the young people out there. For the last 5 years, go and check the records, the number of Ghanaians who live with the shores of this country going out there to see greener pastures. Aside that, you look at the number of nurses, you look at the number of doctors in Nasefonum. So apart from say, lose your natural resources, the human potential, the young energy, your friends, energetic young forces, they are also going out of the country. Because I it can be possible. So I think that we need that reawakening, that sense of orientation. They're coming back to our senses. Time has come for us to take charge of our destiny, making sure the natural resources now benefit. Not some of these excessive partisan way now very often you see dominating in the conversation. Am I lose value on the actual issues? No, we need to just brush them aside and look at the issues and face them. And I think that is the only way we can move on as a country. Okay.
I studied common and there time kakra. Abdullahi Sakra, is it Sakra? Sakra, yes, Sakra. A member of the NDC communication team. He's the biggest man. Oh, he's the biggest man. Okay, now. I mean, our documents, I mean, yeah. Galamsey, they don't come.
Galamsey, they stay here fighting. So I have to talk some. Okay. Ivan Akasa. What kind the Wall Street? No, what kind Yawa Wogana for you now? But me per se, Ivan NTS say, Nyama waka no, me mano, me bono tofa, the amano. See, the Ivan Kayina, Obi or Chemi, new bio team, no, a better say, they here, pepper any regulations. And then, if a big gold board, but your own tenenka. I didn't see a set of gold board. The Ivan Kayina NTS. See, no matter how we talk and talk and talk, say she share foundation here. A dino every foundation anything from day one. Yesterday Ghana, there is no direct policy on gold. Anything will be ahead the already or yellow. Now, one year buyer waba the first 3 months or the document any acquire already your gold. Even stabilize the economy, no, and no, John Dramani Mahama. Aye, ama gold board aba.
Atu Galamsey ase.
Yes.
Atu Galamsey ase.
Me say you will not understand. Here before say me even me back gold
Abdullah,
board.
atu Galamsey ase.
Me pacho say Galamsey no ye tu ase within 2 seconds. System cabal, cartel. And ye dia go no. So other wars when we talk about cartels, anything that they have every single weapon. No military can just go there. They will fire them one on one. And no one say me come it's radio, near TV, near idea no and I Galamsey let all these media men and more can once and no go a room and let us appreciate what people are doing. Look, before some about me near Ivan Hall anyway. This on the 20 remember Mamin Chow I know say on the this issue on 20 there was an arrest yeah on the 23rd March Sunday we made an arrest a friend say Enchi police arrested in Kofo and the court.
I have an interest.
Yes.
Minimenchi Chow.
Yes. Minim ho. But I'm giving you the.
I know Enchi very well.
This is it. This is a court, and you know me very well. This is the court. On the 23rd, and I check Galamsey for. And a chomo a friend is a yefre no. Let me give you the actual name of the area. Boy River Forest Reserve. On the 23rd March 2025. And the chomo no excavators mienu. And you process them to court. And you check excavators in the police station.
And are you aware?
Yes.
Are you aware that there's a directive for them to release court armor orders?
Release it.